I'm Joe Styler from Domain Academy, and today I have with me Jeff Sass from name.art, and we've done a collaboration in the past, and we've just updated it, so we wanted to announce why it's great. But before we do that, I'm going to let Jeff introduce himself.
Thanks, Joe, and thanks, everyone. It's great to be here. I'm Jeff Sass. I'm the CMO of .art registry, so we handle the .art domain. That's it. That's our only extension. And previously, I was the CMO and co-founder of .club, which we sold to GoDaddy. So I've been in the industry for a number of years, been with .art now for 3 years, and we're really excited about .art's growth and opportunities. And I think we have something fun for you here today.
All right, so let's tell everybody what it is.
So it's name.art. So name.art is actually a very cool platform where you can practice your domain investing skills, practice your outbound sales skills, etc., and actually do so without having to make any investment. You don't have to own domains, yet you can still earn real money, real commissions on the sales that you instigate for the domains you represent. So it's a really cool concept. And basically, at name.art, you'll get a supply of coins, virtual coins that you get for free. And you can use those coins to create a token that represents an unregistered .art premium name. So you find a name you like that you think is likely to be sold or that you think you can cause to be sold. You create a token for that name. And if you hold the token for 6 months, you're the exclusive representative for that premium domain, which means that if that domain gets registered at GoDaddy or actually at any registrar anywhere in the world, at any price, you get a commission. And the commission is based on 10% of the tier price. So not the price it sells for, but the tier it's in. So .art domains are in 9 different premium tiers. So if a name is in a tier that normally sells for $1,000, your commission is going to be $100, 10%. Even if that domain is on sale and someone buys it for $300, you still get your full $100 commission. So you have an opportunity over those 6 months to try to cause the domains you're representing to be sold, but it doesn't cost you anything to become the exclusive representative for those domains.
Yeah, and it's a pretty easy process. So we've got everything laid out, but even if you don't know Web3 or tokenization, you don't have to really know any of those things. It's really, you go to the website, you log in, and you pick some names. So it's an easy process, and we've got a lot of supplemental information in the class that we'll list in the link below. So we make the process super easy for you to be able to join. And it's, like Jeff said, a great way for you to be able to practice for free. Or if you've already got some years under your belt as a domain investor and you want to be able to earn extra money as a broker, you could sell these names that are not registered yet by tagging them to you and then reaching out to people who you think would be a good fit. And it doesn't matter what place they register the name at. It could be any registrar. As long as the name gets registered and it's tagged to you, you'll get paid. So it doesn't matter if they go to GoDaddy or if they go to another company. It's anywhere that they go.
Exactly. And you don't have to prove that you were the cause of the sale. It doesn't matter. You don't have to provide email backup or anything else. If you hold the token for a name and it gets registered, you get paid your commission, period. No questions asked. And it's actually pretty neat because we had someone recently, they had talked to some people about the name drop.art.
Mm-hmm.
Those people sounded like they might be interested. So they minted the token. They created the token for drop.art. And then nothing happened. They didn't buy the name. And then the name went on sale at GoDaddy. It was on sale. So the people that she had talked to bought the domain on sale, and she still got her $1,000 commission because it was a $10,000 tier. It was on sale, and she still got $1,000 for that. It happens all the time. So it's really kind of fun, great way to practice, especially practicing your outbound skills. A great way to see how your picker is in terms of determining what's a good domain that's likely to be sold.
Yeah, and the other thing that's new that we alluded to a couple of times, we did this last year when we launched it, but the .art domain name has been updated and the back end for how much money you can get paid if you tokenize the name. So we're giving out more coins so you can use them to tokenize more valuable names. And there's a chance to, if you have a $100,000 name, you still get 10%, that there's a chance to get $10,000. And there's ways you can recycle those tokens or even get more so that you could make several sales. So, I mean, it's a really exciting program.
Yeah, what we've changed is we really updated the inventory. So when we first launched this previously, we had a lot of low price names in there. It was a little bit difficult to find a really good domain because there was so much inventory. So we cut out all the low price names, and now we only have domains in there from our 410 tier all the way up to our $100,000 tier. And as I mentioned, that the rewards are 10% of those tier prices. So you can earn anywhere from $50 on the low end to $10,000 on the high end in terms of the actual commissions you're paid through name.art. In addition, you'll get 1,000 coins to start with now. So you'll have 1,000 coins to start and build your portfolio. You can use that to pick $100,000 name, or you can build a portfolio of a bunch of 10,000 or 5,000 or $1,000 names. And when the token expires, so let's say the domain is registered. If the domain is registered, you get back the coins that you used to mint it plus 10%. So let's say it was $1,000 domain. It cost you 100 coins to create the token. You successfully sold it. You'd get your $100 commission, and you would also get your coins back plus 10%. So you'd get 110 coins back in that example. If the 6 months go by and the domain is not sold and it expires, then you get back 90% of the coins you spent. So if you created a token for 100 coins, 6 months went by, you weren't successful selling it, you'll get back 90 coins, and you can continue to mint tokens with that. So you get more coins if you're successful, less coins if you run out of time, but that way you have a way to replenish your coins and continue to build your portfolio.
Yeah, and at least still get some coins back, most of your coins back if you can't, make a sale and can try again. And we spell all this out in the class. We've got a lot of supplemental material. It takes maybe an hour to go through the entire class, but it gives you not only all the rules and all the pricing and how you're going to be able to make money, but it also gives you things from .art, so materials that they've set up that talk about the value propositions for .art and why people would want to own a .art name. There's a lot of benefits that go along with that, especially for artists. So it's great because we help you to be successful and try and set you up to be able to sell these names. The other thing too is that this is an exclusive program, right? So not anyone can just sign up for this. It's
invite only. We switched it to invite only when we upped the opportunity. So it's invite only, but the good news is if you're part of Domain Academy, you can get an invite, no problem. If you're an existing name.art member, because you joined earlier in the older version, just let Joe know that you want to continue to participate, and we can add 1,000 coins to your account so that you can spend them on these better quality names and better quality tokens. And I should say the coins to mint is 10% of the reward. So if you have a $10,000 domain, you can earn $1,000 as your reward if it sells, and it'll cost you 100 coins to mint that particular token. To give you an example.
That's a good deal because it really lets you spread it out and still have a chance to make some good money.
Yeah, and again, it's tied to the tier. Just today, someone at GoDaddy registered the domain frog.art, which is great. It's in our $1,000 tier, so it would have sold normally on GoDaddy for $13.99, I believe, but it was on sale right now. So the registrant paid, I think, $2.99 for that name. So whoever had the token for frog.art still got $100, even though the domain sold for $300. So we're giving up a lot of our margin back to you just to get you to promote and try to sell these domains.
Yeah, it's really a fun program. So all you need to do is reach out. Like Jeff said, we're going to post the link for the class below. You need to be a DDC Pro member. If you have Domain Discount Club Pro, you automatically can come into Domain Academy. If you're already an existing Domain Academy member, it's really easy to take the new class or just to go refresh yourself with the new materials that we have, the new payouts, the new program stuff. It's all been updated. And you can send me an email directly when you're done at jstyler@godaddy.com, and I'll post that below as well, and we'll set you up with these tokens.
And by the way, I'll mention one or two other things. There's no restrictions on how you use this. So for example, let's say you actually want to purchase a .art domain yourself, that you want to own it so that you can resell it at a higher price or whatever. Before you go ahead and register the domain, create the token for that domain, then go to GoDaddy, register it, and now you'll get an additional 10% discount, essentially, because you'll also get the reward because the domain was registered. So you can actually use it yourself, or you could use it to try to sell the domain to someone else. And I think all of the different tools that GoDaddy provides you with and everything you've been learning in the academy, this is a great way to practice those at no risk, because you don't have to build your own portfolio first. You have basically fantasy portfolio that you've created, except unlike fantasy games, it actually pays you in real money.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to check for things that are trending or certain keywords that you think are important that you could take a look at and see if they're available in the .art extension. If you look at artificial intelligence and all the things that that has brought up, with video creation and other things that are coming out, there's always things that are changing. And if you can get ahead of that and claim some of these domain names because you know that this is going to be important, you'll be able to see some real money that comes out of that.
Yeah, and there's active use with the .art domains. We have over 300,000 registrations. We almost more than half of them are in use, so there's a lot of active use.
Yeah.
There's also a nice aftermarket. We've had some aftermarket sales. Voice.art, who I think was registered originally for about $500, was sold in the aftermarket for $40,000. Someone recently sold RWA.art in the aftermarket for $20,000. So there's a market for them out there in the aftermarket as well.
Yeah, it's a great extension. It really has a lot of value, especially for artists. And we tell you those propositions. So check us out. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or Jeff, and we'll be happy to answer them. We want to make sure that you're successful.
Great. So check it out at name.art. Reach out to Joe if you need more coins or need an invitation. And we'd love to see you have some great success, having some fun, practicing skills, and earning some money.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Joe.